Wow, Dad. I can't believe we're at the Grand Canyon. Oh, I know. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, hey, take a video of me. Oh, yeah, good idea. I bet I can land this backflip. I don't think that's a good idea. Whoa! Ah! Send this to Failarmy. I don't know what that is. Hello and welcome to my corner of the internet. I don't know how you got here, but you're not leaving. Not without a fight. The scariest thing about that opening skit was that was our reality back in 2015. Back then, if someone showed you a YouTube video of a guy getting hit in the face or a kid breaking his school tablet, then chances are they were showing you a video from Failarmy or a video from my cousin's wedding. People got drunk and things got crazy. But that's what you get for putting me at the kids' table. If I'm not supposed to give kids alcohol, don't put me by them. Felonies aside, there's no arguing that Failarmy was once one of the biggest channels on this platform, with some videos even hitting more than 60 million views. That's more views than people on Earth. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Yes, I do realize how stupid that was. I know my parents wish the morning after pill they bought from the dollar store wasn't a placebo. Well, there's no reason to use that kind of language. Alright, well, I gotta get back to my video. Call you later, Mom. They have the wrong number. Funny story regarding Failarmy, actually. I remember watching a video from Failarmy as a kid and thinking to myself, if I could get on this channel, that will be my gateway into the entertainment industry. I thought that if I could get on Failarmy, my friends would think I was the coolest kid on the school bus. So I came up with an elaborate scheme to fake my way onto Failarmy. Basically, I went to the park with some friends, found some monkey bars, faked it, and made sure that the handlebars hit me in the face. And then I submitted that to Failarmy and was like, this is going to be viral. And they never put the video in. I don't know why, it was so funny too. I'll put it in this video, so that way 14-year-old me finally gets the recognition he thinks he deserves. Oh, God. Iconic. Speaking of iconic, the intro music to Failarmy's videos. That's almost as iconic as the Pornhub theme song at this point. If your parents walked by your bedroom and they heard that music going on, they would walk in there and know immediately what you were watching. The difference is if your parents walked in and saw you watching Failarmy, they'd probably stick around and watch it with you. If your parents walked in and saw you watching Pornhub and stuck around and watched it with you, well, that's when you'd call the police. I guess what I'm trying to ask with this video is, what happened to Failarmy? No one seems to even talk about them anymore. Now, maybe I'm just not hip and cool with the kids anymore. I like to think that if there's anything cool in this world, I would know about it first. Really from the turtleneck sweater and, ow! Ow! I was trying to lift my leg up to show you my amazing burgundy champion shorts and my Adidas gray ankle socks that I was hip and cool, but I hit my toe against my desk and now I'm just broken and sad. Basically, if you look at the channel today, they seem to still be able to pull in some decent views. In fact, from the outside looking in, you wouldn't even think there was much of an issue. But once you click on one of these new videos, the issues become pretty apparent. But before we can get into any of that, we need to put on our detective outfit. Sherlock Ardo at your service. Oh wait, I gotta put on my disguise. Now they'll never know it's me. Now let's see what we're dealing with here. It's pretty clear that people are not happy with the way these new videos are being presented. Now this would be okay if it was like 1 or 2 comments on a couple of videos, but it's not. And I know I'm not one to really judge about how people present videos, obviously. But if you click on one of their new videos, chances are one of the top comments is someone complaining about how bad things have gotten and how Failarmy is now more like Recyclearmy. Reduce, reuse, and Recyclearmy. And if you take a look at some of their new content, they're not wrong. If I had $1 for every time I saw the same clip of this kid smashing his school iPad to bits, I would have enough money to finish my forensics degree. Not only is it the constant recycling of the content that seems to be rubbing people the wrong way, but it's also the constant begging for money. If you look at the community tab of their channel, it's nothing but them basically advertising their merchandise or trying to get people to support them on Patreon. Hey, it's me, Editor Ricardo, the one who's making the video you're watching. Are you having fun? So I really quickly wanted to interject here because I was just talking about this, the Patreon. I just looked a little bit closer into this Patreon, and apparently if you support them, you get access to Not Safe for Work fails. I don't know why, but that just feels a bit like scummy, doesn't it? Isn't that a bit weird? I guess this channel is just at a point where now they have to charge people for snuff films, basically. Maybe I'm completely in the wrong here. Maybe you guys completely disagree, but I just find something so immoral and wrong about someone charging people to to watch videos of someone getting gruesomely injured, especially because I don't think those people who got gruesomely injured thought to themselves, you know what I'm gonna do? Send this to Failarmy. I don't know. I'm not making any accusations, I'm just stating the facts. Now I'm gonna hand you over to past Ricardo, who is better looking and has his life more figured out than present day Ricardo. Which is just depressing. Now, there's nothing bad with having a Patreon. Nothing at all. In fact, I've actually considered it myself too, and something I do want to do sometime in the future. But here's the main difference with that. A channel with about 2,000 subscribers starting a Patreon is pretty normal. A channel with 15 million subscribers starting a Patreon is a clear sign that things are going downhill fast. I'm talking Jack and Jill level fast. It's like if you walked outside and you saw Jeff Bezos sitting on the sidewalk with a hat in his hand like, please sir, do you have any change? Would you assume that the Amazon stock was about to skyrocket? A combination of a lack of clip diversity and a lack of finances has led to the downfall of this once YouTube giant. But why did it fall to begin with? My mustache kept falling. The YouTube landscape is one of mystery. Its algorithm will allow a video of a bee to get 13 million views, while a video that someone spent dozens of hours on and taped a mustache to his face will only get about 100 views. It's the same algorithm that I believe hurt Failarmy. Now I know it's cliche to just blame all your problems on the algorithm. It's like when an accomplice agrees to testify against you in court. Not that I would know anything about that. It's all your fault! My fault? I had nothing to do with it. That's not what I want to do here. And instead, I want to propose something different. I don't really think it was the YouTube's algorithm change that messed up Failarmy. I think it was Failarmy's lack of change. If you take a look back in time, you might remember a channel called Failarmy U. It was Failarmy's second channel. It appears to be Failarmy's attempt to kind of put a face to the brand. One of the biggest differences between Failarmy and any other channel on YouTube is that Failarmy doesn't have a face. When you think of Failarmy, there is no one person you think of. There's no personality in any of these videos because there's no person behind it. Look at America's Funniest Home Videos, for example. They kind of had the same setup. People would send them embarrassing clips in hopes of getting on their show, and people would watch along because it made their pain feel better. The difference is America's Funniest Home Videos had a host, and it still does, because this show's still going on, which I don't think many people probably knew that. Next week's video? Maybe. My point is, when you're making content, people need to form a personal connection with your channel and with the person behind it to ensure longevity, which is probably one of the hardest things a YouTuber can do. This might sound crazy, but it's pretty easy for a YouTube channel to grow from 0 to 1 million subscribers in a matter of a year. The difficult part is making that last over 5 years. Take a look at a YouTuber like Dream, for example, who shot up to about 20 million subscribers seemingly overnight. His challenge now is to retain those followers and to retain the attention of his viewers for a long period of time. Because at the end of the day, anyone can post a video of a girl getting her bikini ripped off by a dog. Although if you want the better version, you're on the wrong side. So when you have a style of video that anyone can reproduce, it's important to have a personality behind it to make it stand out. I mean, that's why we see a lot of gaming YouTubers kind of fall off over the years. I know I already mentioned Dream, but he's still going pretty strong. Very strong. A little too strong, if you might ask me. Does Dream do steroids? But take a look at other YouTubers, like, but on the same topic as Minecraft, look at other YouTubers like Stampy, Yogscast, these YouTube channels that have kind of fizzled out over the years. Because one of the biggest reasons why people watched these channels from back in the day was because of Minecraft. They wanted to see people do different things with it, and each creator was doing different things with the same game. Once the popularity of the game died out, there was not much left for people to want to go back to these channels other than for nostalgia and to maybe even check up on them every once in a while to see how they were doing. And unfortunately, Failarmy kind of falls in the same category. In conclusion, it's clear to see that Failarmy is in a downward spiral. The fact of the matter is, there's just better fail channels out there nowadays. Failarmy made the mistake of trying to be something bigger than they actually are. And when they failed to make that expansion correctly, they downsized and went back to their roots. But unfortunately, it was too little, too late. And though the views don't reflect it right now, in my professional Sherlock Ardo opinion, I predict that Failarmy will be the star of their own fail video very soon. Well guys, that's the end of this different style of video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry if it was a bit all over the place. I kind of just really wanted to make a video about Failarmy because I stumbled across their channel again for the first time in like 3 years, and I was just so baffled about how much it's changed. Or I guess how much it hasn't changed, I should say. I know there's a lot of things I didn't cover in this video, like I didn't talk about how they changed their videos up a bit and they started using sound effects in them for a little while, which was really weird and just, it made me feel nasty. It felt like getting a kiss from that one relative that just feels like a bulldog. You ever make out with a bulldog before? I don't know what I was trying to say, but that wasn't it. Don't make out with dogs, people, because you're on the wrong site for that. Like I said, I definitely didn't cover everything in this video. Like, for example, their TV show. But I think that would be fun to take a look at later on down the line. I just kind of wanted to use this video as like an introduction and kind of get the conversation going and just see if you guys have noticed the same thing. Because there's a really good chance that I'm just some dumbity-dum-dum who stumbled upon the channel and was like, oh, if I don't watch it anymore, no one must watch it anymore. But from what I've seen, I genuinely feel like things are not in a good state for the Failarmy channel, and I think it's pretty clear to see. Just look at their community tab. Yeah, for a channel with 15 million subscribers, not doing so hot. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make a video like this again, but if you guys wanna see it, let me know. You might just change my mind. And while you're down there commenting, you might as well subscribe. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. And now the cops should be showing up any second to arrest me for posting a video of my son falling to death on the internet. And remember, today's tears are tomorrow's punchlines. See ya! You'll never catch me alive! We don't plan on it.